What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Cantaloupes, the Detroit Lions, and Matt Stafford just signed a contract that will, for now, make Stafford the highest paid QB in NFL history. The deal in its full value is worth $151.5 million over the course of the next 5 seasons. Throughout this video, I'll be breaking down what exactly that means and give you some pros and cons of Stafford's career. From there, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below on if you think Stafford deserves the deal he just received. I could talk all day about this, but what will make this way more interesting is some good-hearted, friendly debate in the comments section. I'm going to be as unbiased as possible and provide you with the facts. You're going to then let the world know what you think. Does Matt Stafford deserve to be the highest paid QB in NFL history? Hey, throw us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it.
He dives in for the touchdown. Did he get it? Yes, sir, he did. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Before we can really discuss if the contract is worth it, we first have to look at the details of the contract itself. Upon signing, Stafford will receive a $50 million bonus. That is $10 million more than the previous highest paying signing bonus, which was given to Joe Flacco in 2016. Upon signing, $60 million of the $151.5 million contract will be fully guaranteed. That means if Stafford were to get hurt and then released the day after he signed his contract, he'd still receive $60 million. That number increases to $86 million in March of 2018. Both of these numbers are NFL contract records. In terms of the base salary, the bare bones guaranteed yearly salary will be $1 million in 2017, but that $50 million signing bonus makes that number quite okay for Stafford. It increases to $9.5 million in 2018, then $13.5, $15, $9.5, and $12.5 million respectively in 2019, 20, 21, and 22. Each season has a roster bonus averaging around $6 million per season if Stafford is on the Lions roster on the 5th day of the NFL's calendar year each year. The Lions do have the opportunity to opt out of this contract in 2021 if they wish to do so. If they were to opt out, Stafford would still likely walk away with around $109 million from this contract. Got it all? Good.
I can play, right? No. Yeah. Help me up. I can throw the ball if you need me to throw the ball.
Now that we know the contract details, let's talk about Stafford as a player. The most glaring statistic that would prove Stafford undeserving of this record-breaking contract is his record against teams with a winning record. I had to fact check this multiple times because I could not believe it was true, but it is. In his career, Matt Stafford is 5-46 against teams with a winning record. 5 wins, 46 losses. Unreal. When you look at that statistic alone, it seems hard to justify Stafford being the highest paid player in NFL history, but that record certainly isn't all his fault. The Lions haven't been a great overall team over the course of Stafford's career. Remember, this was a team that went 0-16 the year before they drafted Stafford. In the 51 games we just talked about, Stafford has put up a reasonable passer rating of 85. Of those 46 losses against winning teams, almost half of them were of 5 points or less. You could make the argument that Stafford isn't truly at fault for this terrible record and instead should be praised for keeping a bad team in so many games.
Takes the snap, rolls, end zone, touchdown, Detroit Lions! He's out! He's out! What a finish!
Stafford has taken the Lions to the playoffs 3 times, but has failed to win nor have a passer rating over 100 in the postseason. Those are some pretty depressing stats, but we must also consider the fact that Stafford may still be getting better. He's had his best statistical year last season and was even in the MVP consideration early in the season. A finger injury halted his play a bit, but he still managed to throw 24 touchdowns against only 10 interceptions for 4,000 yards. He finished with the NFL's 8th highest QBR in 2016, and while yes, there were 7 QBs technically better than him, he scored far better than both Derek Carr and Joe Flacco, the 2 highest current paid QBs in the league. This goes to show that getting paid as a QB isn't as much about your talent, but rather your importance to your team and the year you sign your contract. It seems almost commonplace that due to inflated deals, players are going to be breaking contract records every offseason, and surely Stafford's reign as the highest paid QB won't really last that long. So now I ask you, is Stafford worth the money he received? And if not, should the Lions have been willing to let him be a free agent in 2018? Should they have just placed a franchise tag on him? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be watching the comments closely to see what you guys think. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.